All right. Let's kick this one off. Let's get this one going. This is a good one. This is a good one.
I don't know if it's good. I can sure promise you it's going to be great. Welcome back to Whiskey Happens. I'm your best friend, Garrett. That is your special pal, Travis. And tonight we are talking about better alternatives to Blantons. Now, as you
Yep.
know, Blantons is everyone's favorite bottle to find or pay double, triple the price for.
Very
However,
much.
today, this episode, whenever you're watching this in the future, we're going to recommend two bottles that are just more so readily available and hopefully more so attainable and can be just as enjoyable. Let me ask you this. Forget about your first bottle of Blantons. Have
Yeah.
you ever finished any bottle of Blantons and you're like, that's good stuff? Or is it just like, all right, I guess I got to find another one at some point?
Yeah. I mean, here's the thing. I've never once gone out and been like, ooh, I got to find me a bottle of Blantons. And it's not because it's not good. It's just not great. It's good. And it's cool to have on your shelf. I love little horses. I love the story behind it. I think it's great. From those aspects, I think every bourbon collector, bourbon drinker, anyone who does it should have one on their shelves at some point, even if it's not something you have all the time. I think Buffalo Trace in general, if you look at their entire lineup,
Oh,
that's what everyone compares stuff to. Is it better than Weller? Is it better than Buffalo Trace? Is it better than Elmer T? I mean, it's kind of that point where everyone says, let me try something else. Is it better than a Buffalo Trace product? And a lot of times it's not, but a lot of times it is. And in this case, for me, the one I'm going to talk about, I think is better.
however, when it comes to Blantons, I really think that I know we did a video some change ago about
Yeah.
Blantons versus John J. Bowman.
Yes.
At the time, it seemed like a great comparison. Knowing what I know now and have tasted this, and I was talking to Spooky or Brad about this, I really think John J. Bowman is actually more of a comparable bottle to um, East Taylor single barrel or even possibly small batch.
Yeah.
Not saying that that is what it is. I'm just saying I get you're going single barrel for single barrel and something that's on the shelves. Maybe not right now because there's definitely a bottle shortage, and I'm even having trouble getting it in Virginia. However, when I think about flavor profile, I do think John J. Bowman is closer to Each Taylor.
Okay. Well, before we do that, though, if you guys haven't checked out our website, go check out our website, whiskeyhappens.com. A lot of really cool merchandise, things like that on there. Also, we have a barrel club that you can join. But like I said, go to whiskeyhappens.com. You guys will let us know what you think about the website and if you want to be part of our barrel club. For me, it's Wild Turkey, single barrel. This one's coming in at 101 proof, so a little higher than Blanton's, but mash bill age. Let me start this way. Age is about 8 years. Mash bill is 75% corn, 13% rye, and 12% malted barley. Like I said, Wild Turkey product. I've really gotten into Wild Turkey this year. Love the rye, love the bourbon. This one for a single barrel, I'm drinking it right now. More depth of flavor. It gives you a little bit more. It won't dissipate in a mixed drink. And that's the problem I have with Blantons when it comes to it. You cannot put Blantons in a mixed drink. You can't. I mean, you wouldn't do it because not because the purist behind me thinking that. It's anything you put Blantons in, the taste is gone. It just doesn't hold up. Unfortunately, it's definitely one of those
Question:
ones that, yeah. What?
would you put Blanton straight from the barrel in a Coke?
Oh, see, that's not fair.
It's just a question. Just a question.
I don't know because I haven't opened it yet because it has my birthday on it and I'm opening it for my birthday. So I don't know. We'll
But
see.
You brought up a great point because the lower proof point of Blanton's. First of all, if I'm spending $25 to $30, whatever you see it on your bar menus for, I'm not mixing it with anything.
No.
Also, I'd be hard pressed to be at a bar and you see me ordering Blantons. Just because one, I have it at home.
Yep.
Had it at home. I actually do not have any other than the gold over there. Um, but when I think I want to experience something, I want to have fun while I'm out drinking or try something new. Blanton's not the thing I'm gonna drink.
I don't know. I agree with you. Blanton's is not something you go to a bar and order. Like, I'm sorry, you just don't. Like, unless you've never had it, sure, go for it. If that's what you want to do and you never had it, sure. But price point, like the Wild Turkey is the same price for MSRP. So Wild Turkey is about $55. You can find it pretty much anywhere. Most places have it. And then Blanton's is about 60. So it's about the same price point. You just can't find it. And that's it. That's MSRP. You're never going to, very rarely do you get it at MSRP. You're going to pay a little bit more. But Garrett, what's yours? I'm intrigued.
I had a little trouble when it came down to what am I more into than Blanton's is more so readily available. I also found out something about myself while looking for that Blanton's killer on my shelf. And I was telling Travis before we started, I think I'm a bottle and bond fan. I know that I routinely am drinking some high proof stuff all the time, but I have more bottle and bond products on my shelf than anything else, including, you guys know I'm the early times guy. So as much as I like to pretend, I guess my sweet spot is really right at 100. However, the reason I bring this up is because the selection I made today is a single barrel. However, it's still at 100, and it is a Four Roses single barrel. This is one of those products where it does have variants. There are very different types of single barrels you can get. There are ones that people specifically hunt. The coating on the front lets you know what's in the bottle or where it's made or what the flavor profile more likely will be, which is very cool if you're that much into bourbon. However,
Yep.
if you're just the average person getting into bourbon and you heard Blantons, and now you're saying, I can't find Blantons, this is what I want to try. I think Four Roses single barrel is where it's at. It is also a high rye mash bill. So it will give you that similar, I think it's higher. I didn't look it up, but I want to say Four Roses rye content is higher than mash bill number 2.
I will say that's my home base. So we've talked about this on previous episodes, and that's my home base. So Garrett has a home base. My home base is Four Roses single barrel. If I'm at a bar, almost every bar has Four Roses single barrel. They might have small batch instead, but that's the one I go to. If I get into a place and I don't know exactly, and it got a laundry list of different bourbons, or I just don't know what I want to drink for the night, that's the one I'm starting with. So I love that you picked that one, because I think for a single barrel, that's approachable. That's in a good price range that you can find pretty much on every shelf and or every bar. I love it. Love it. It's a great pick.
Yeah, I don't think you're going to walk into too many stores and not be able to find a single barrel. You're probably not going to find a store pick, or you may not find the actual barrel, brick house, whatever that code is, on the bottom that you're looking for. However, if you ask a friend who knows a friend that gets a friend that has a store pick, maybe those are also more attainable. I've only had one Blanton store pick in my life, and I think I just got it on a trade, and it wasn't like something I was looking for. They're out there. I don't think it makes it any better or any more so unique, because it's still proof down to 93, or the one I had was. So, depends on what you're looking for. But if you're a Wild Turkey fan or Four Roses fan, I think that you should definitely try these items before you spend upwards of $120, which most people do. And if I'm not mistaken, I should have looked this up as well. Blanton's got a price hike. I think it's $65, $70 now.
It is. A lot of bourbons recently have gotten a price hike. So just keep an eye out for that, guys, when you're looking at different bourbons. But if you're not a Wild Turkey fan and you haven't tried Wild Turkey in a while, go try it. I truly believe if you're a bourbon guy or girl and you haven't tried wild turkey, go give it a try. I think you'd enjoy it. I think a lot of people really just don't give it its due, and I think it's worth the try. So
Some would say it's a rare breed.
it is a rare breed.
All right, well, those are our recommendations for Blanton's
Yep.
alternatives. Just remember, it doesn't matter if you like it neat on the rocks or in a Coke. Blanton's happens, Four Roses happens, Wild Turkey happens. Enjoy.
Enjoy.